afternoon, students. Uh, Welcome to my channel, Millennium Institute of Mathematics. Students, पिछले कुछ दिन हो गया मैं कोई भी वीडियो अपलोड नहीं किया था क्योंकि मेरा कुछ प्रॉब्लम था घर में, डोमेस्टिक प्रॉब्लम था। बट आज से हम वीडियो फिर से चालू किया अपलोड करना। In the previous class, we had already discussed about the chapter rational number from class 9 mathematics book. The name of the author is R.S Agarwal. Students, in the previous class we have already discussed how to find out n number of rational numbers, between two given rational numbers a and b. Students, I had told you that to solve such type of problems there are several methods, not only a single method. There are several methods, and already we have discussed about method 1. Method 1 to find out n number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers a and b. But today we will discuss about method 2. To solve such type of problems, that is to find out n number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers a and b. So students, when you will go through this method, what will you require to find out, or what does you need to find out? Students, while you go through this method, first you will need to find out the common difference. Or simply you can say it CT or T. So while you go through this method, your first duty is to find out the common difference. So students, what is this common difference, or what is CT? Common difference or CT indicates to the total distance from A to B divided by number of gaps. So CD, ये CD का मतलब क्या है? Distance from A to B divided by number of gaps. ये जो A and B, ये दोनों आपका given rational number है, and you want to find out n number of rational numbers between these two given rational numbers. Therefore, you will require to find out first the common difference, and it indicates to the distance, the total distance from A to B divided by number of gaps, or you can write it as this: total difference. Yes, total distance, or you can say total difference between A and V divided by number of gaps. Students, in order to understand method 2 better, first you have to be clear about its concept, about the concept based on it. First note it. First note it. Suppose students, you want to find out three rational numbers. Suppose you want to find out three rational numbers between your given rational numbers, A and B. A and B. Then between your given rational number A and B, the three rational numbers will lie. Suppose you consider the three rational numbers as x1, x2 and x3. It means, suppose your three rational numbers you want to find out between these two given rational numbers as x1, x2 and x3. Then you will see that from A to V there are totally four gaps. It is the first gap, it is the second gap, it is the third gap, it is the fourth gap. It means if you want to find out three rational numbers, that is value of n equal to 3, then number of gaps will be 4, that is 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Yes, you see here that you want to find out x1, x2, x3, these three rational numbers you want to find out, and you see that when these three rational numbers lie between your given rational number A and B, then there are four gaps totally. There are four gaps totally. It is number 1, it is number 2 gap, it is number 3 gap, it is number 4 gap. इसका मतलब है the number of gaps will be one more than the number of rational numbers you want to find out between the given rational number A and B. It means if value of n equal to n, then number of gaps will be n plus 1. That is 3 plus 1. Yes, n का value 3 है, so 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Similarly, if you want to find out four rational numbers between A and B, four rational numbers, suppose x1, x2, x3, x4, these four rational numbers you want to find out between A and B, then number of gaps will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means if n का वैल्यू 4 हो जाएगा, then number of gaps will be 4 plus 1, that is n plus 1 equal to 5. Equal to 5. So, first note it. So, while you go through method 2, first you will require to find out the common difference, that is CD, and it is equal to b minus a divided by n plus 1. Here b minus a indicates to the total distance, or difference between A and B. A and B are your two given rational numbers. So B minus A indicate to the total distance or difference between A and B, and n plus 1. Here n plus 1 indicates to the total number of gaps. And n indicates to the number of rational numbers, you require to find out. Between your given rational number A and B. Between your given rational number A and B. Understand? I will tell you again. Common difference, while you go through this method to find out n number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers A and B, first it is your duty to find out the common difference, which is equal to b minus a divided by n plus 1. Here b minus a indicates to the total distance or difference between A and B, and n plus 1, it indicates to the total number of gaps, and n, it indicates to the number of rational numbers you require to find out between your given rational numbers A and B. So simply you have to use this formula to find out the CD or common difference. So students, first note it. So students, after finding out the common difference or CD, you will need it to add. Suppose A and B are your given rational numbers, and you want to find out three rational numbers. Suppose you considered them as x1, x2, x3. So after finding out the common difference, then it will be added to the first rational number or the beginning rational number A, and you get the next rational number, that is x1. What I said? I said that after finding out the common difference, it is added to the first rational number. It is added to the first given rational number, that is a. And in this way, you can get the next rational number of a, that is x1. So x1 equal to a plus d. You mean that x1 equal to a plus d. Similarly, if you add the common difference to x1, then you will find its next rational number, that is x2. That is x2. It means x2 equal to a plus 2d. What I told you? I told you that the common difference will be added to the first rational number, that is a, and you can get its next rational number, that is x1. So x1 equal to a plus d. Similarly, the common difference will be added to x1, this rational number, and you can get the next rational number, that is x2. It means x2 equal to a plus 2d. Similarly, if you add the common difference, common difference to this rational number, then you can get its next rational number, that is x3. It means x3 indicates 2, or x3 equal to a plus 3d. Similarly, if you add the common difference to this rational number, that is x3, then you can get its next rational number, that is b, and it will be a plus 4d. In this way, suppose it is your given rational number, so you do not need to find a plus 4d. Already this rational number will be given to you. Already a and b will be given to you, and you want to find out three rational number, x1, x2, x3. So how can you find out x1? If you add cd to a, then you can get x1. Similarly, if you add cd to x1, then you can get x2. Similarly, if you add cd to x3, then you can get, b is your given rational number, so you will stop here. So x1, x2, x3. In this way, you can get these three rational number by adding the common difference again and again. So note it first. So students, we can understand method 2 better with the help of an example. Suppose we solve question number 4. Question number 4 of exercise 1A. Suppose we solve question number 4 of exercise 1A as our example to understand method 2 better. Suppose your question is that find out three rational numbers. Find out three rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 7 by 8. Between 3 by 5 and 7 by 8. It is your question number 4 of exercise 1A from R.S Agarwal mathematics book of class 9. Here you want to find out three rational numbers. It means value of n. It means value of n equal to 3. And your given rational numbers are 3 by 5 and 7 by 8. It means A equal to 3 by 5. It is the first given rational number. And B equal to 7 by 8. It is the second given rational number. So n का value 3, A का value 3 by 5 and B का value 7 by 8. So how can you solve this problem? First, you will require to find out the common difference, which is equal to B minus A divided by n plus 1. I have already told you that B minus A indicates to the total distance or total difference between your given rational number A and B. And n indicates to the number of rational number you want to find out. And when 1 is added to n, you will get the number of gaps. Yes, n equal to or n indicates to the number of rational number you want to find out. But here it has been written n plus 1. So what does n plus 1 indicate to? N plus 1 indicate to the number of gaps. Number of gaps. Yes. Rational number, agar rational number, three rational number you want to find out, then your number of gaps will be 3 plus 1, that is 4. n का value 3, then n plus 1 equal to 3 plus 1, that is 4. 3 ये आपका required rational number है, you want to find out, and 4 it is the number of gaps. So put the value of B 7 by 8 minus value of A 3 by 5 divided by n plus 1, n का value 3 plus 1. First subtract by taking the LCM of 8 and 5, that is 40, and it will be 35 minus, and it will be 24 divided by 3 plus 1 equal to 4 is equal to 11 by 40 into 1 by 4. By 4 इसका मतलब है into 1 by 4. Finally you got 11 by 160. So it is your common difference. It is your common difference. Note it. Note it. So students, let's your required three rational numbers be x1. Let the three required rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 7 by 8 be x1, x2, x3. Then x1, it means your first required rational number will be, the formula is A plus D. Yes, A is the first given rational number. First given rational number, that is 3 by 5. That is 3 by 5. And value of D, already you found out. Value of D you have already found out. Value of D equal to 11 by 160. So your first required rational number, that is x1, will be equal to A plus D. A is the given rational number, the first given rational number, that is 3 by 5, and value of D equal to 11 by 160. Already you have found out it. So when you add D to A, it means 3 by 5 plus 11 by 160. Then take LCM, that is 160. 96. 11 will remain same. 107 by 160. So 107 by 160, it is the first required rational number which you considered as x1. So value of x1 equal to 107 by 160. Now your second required rational number, that is x2, will be equal to a plus 2d, a plus 2d, or you can write it as this, x1 plus d. x1 indicates to the first required rational number. Already you have found out it, that is 107 by 160. So when the common difference will be added to x1, then you will get the next rational number, that is x2. So in order to find out value of x2, you can use a plus 2t or you can use x1 plus t. So value of x1 equal to 107 by 160 plus value of d is equal to 11 by 160. And finally you got 118 by 160. It is the second required rational number. Similarly, you can find out the third required rational number, that is x3, by using the formula a plus 3d, a plus 3d. A plus 3d. A is your first given rational number. And when 3d, it means 3 times of d, will be added to A, you can get value of x3 or the third required rational number. Or you can use the formula x2 plus d, x2 plus d, x2 plus d equal to value of x2. It means your required second rational number that you have already found out is 118 by 160 plus value of d equal to 11 by 160, and finally you got 129 by 160. So first note it. So the required three rational numbers. So the required three rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 7 by 8 are: the first required rational number is 107 by 160, which you considered as x1. You considered it as x1. The second required rational number is 118 by 160, which you considered as x2. And the third required rational number is 129 by 160, which you considered as x3. You need not write x1, x2, x3. Only I have written here for your better understanding. So this is your solution. Note it. These three are your required rational number. Now students, we will take another example, that is question number 7 of exercise 1A. It is another example for you. Find out 5 rational numbers. 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. Students, in this question, value of n equal to 5, because you require to find out 5 rational numbers between these two given rational number 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. So value of n will be 5. Value of a equal to 3 by 5. It is your given first rational number. And value of b equal to 2 by 3. It is your given last rational number. And you want to find out 5 rational numbers between these two. So let's start the solution. Let the 5 rational numbers you want to find out between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3, between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3, b x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. First, you will need to find out the common difference. The formula is b minus a divided by n plus 1. b minus a is the difference or the distance from a to b, from 3 by 5 to 2 by 3, because these two are your given rational number. So first you have to find out the difference between these two, which indicates to b minus a. Then divided by n plus 1. n plus 1 is the number of gap, as value of n equal to 5, because you want to find out 5 rational numbers. So the number of gaps will be 6. n plus 1 equal to 5 plus 1 equal to 6. It means the number of gaps will be 6. So put the value in this formula. Value of b equal to 2 by 3 minus value of a equal to 3 by 5 divided by n plus 1, that is 5 plus 1. b minus a. Students, one thing you have to keep in your mind, that b minus a is the total distance from these to this, or the total difference between these and this. And n plus 1 indicates to the total number of gaps. So put the value in this formula. Now calculate. Take the LCM, that is 15. It will be 10 in place of 2, and it will be 9 in place of 3, whole divided by 6, equal to 1 by 15 by 6, equal to 1 by 15 into 1 by 6, equal to 1 by 90. So value of d equal to 1 by 90. First note it. After finding out the value of d, then find out the first required rational number, that is x1, equal to a plus d, equal to value of a equal to 3 by 5 plus value of d equal to 1 by 90. Now take the LCM, that is 90, and in place of 3 it will be 54, plus in place of 1 it will be 1. Finally you got 55 by 90. It is the first required rational number. Then the second required rational number, that is x2, equal to a plus 2d, or you can use the formula x1 plus d is equal to if you use this formula, then you have to add value of d to this, that is x1. If you use this formula, then you have to add twice of d to your first rational number, that is a, this. So you can use any of these two formula. You can use any one to find out the second required rational number, that is x2. So value of x2 will be, suppose you used this formula, then in place of x1 you will put 55 by 90 and value of d equal to 1 by 90. So finally you got 56 by 90, which is your second required rational number. Similarly, x3 equal to a plus 3d, you can use this formula, or you can use this formula x2 plus d. It will be easier for you to use this formula x2 plus d. So in place of x2, put 56 by 90 because it is your second required rational number, plus value of d equal to 1 by 90. So finally you got 57 by 90. It is the third required rational number. Similarly, your fourth required rational number, that is x4, equal to x3 plus d. x3 plus d equal to value of x3 equal to 57 by 90 plus 1 by 90, and finally you got 58 by 90. And the last required rational number, that is x5 equal to x4 plus d. Value of x4 equal to 58 by 90 plus 1 by 90 is equal to 59 by 90. So in this way you can get the five rational numbers: 55 by 90, 56 by 90, 57 by 90, 58 by 90 and 59 by 90 between these two given rational number 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. So these five rational numbers, this one and this one, these five rational numbers are your required rational number between the given rational numbers 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. So note it. So students, आज के लिए इतना ही काफी है. Tomorrow we will discuss about method 3 to solve similar type of problem. To solve similar type of problem, we will discuss about method 3 tomorrow. So आज के लिए इतना ही है. Goodbye.